Well, hello guys, Amazing Lego 123 here. This time doing another of the Lego Hero Factory Invasion from Below Wave 2 sets. This is on the Surge and Rocka combat machine, and it is one of the two sets for Invasion from Below that comes in a box. As you can see, it comes with a red cocoon, two jumpers, Rocka and Surge. And then on the back we've got all the features. And so now let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at the pieces. And because this is a box, it's going to be easy to open. You just have to push down on these thumb holes. And we are in the box. So that is the contents of the box. We have 3 bags. All 3 are fairly big. Take a look at the instructions there. On the back we've got the new win for Hero Factory. This is a fairly big instruction book, if I do say so myself. And of course we've got the comic, just like in all of them. And how you can put everything together. Surprisingly, even though this is a Wave 2 set, the jumpers do have the black tops, just like Wave 1. And then how to build it. And then an advertisement for all the sets in the back, which I am really looking forward to getting that Queen Beast. It looks really, really cool. And yeah, we've got the little function where you can swap around the little add-ons, which at the moment I don't actually have the grease free machine or bulk glue machine built up, but I'm pretty sure I do have the little add-ons built, because if you've seen my Hero Factory episode 5, you know I made a little custom. We've got the custom beast from the custom machine, and the end of the comic, so it continues from the start. And then we've actually in here got a checklist for all the cocoons, which I do have every one from each colour now, and then all of the heroes and all of the jumpers. So yeah, enough with the instructions. We get 2 regular sized torso pieces. So before we get into it, I'm just going to show you what comes in this bag. You can probably see all the pieces in there. There's nothing new or really interesting, just the pieces for the minifigures. And just every piece in here we have pretty much seen before, so I'm not going to go into detail with those. So let's keep that bag closed until the build. And this is the bag that I can see most of the interesting pieces in, so let's open this one up. Here. And first of all, I can see we do have 3 of the red cocoon pieces. You should know how these cocoons go together now. We got the 2 jumpers, which we get 1 in green and 1 in orange, so that's nice. We got the little ball, and also the bottom of the shooter it comes with. Yeah, so that's nice. Now on to the armor pieces. We got 2 number 4s actually 3 number 4s in gunmetal grey. And we got this piece which is used on the cocoon, so let's just build up that cocoon real quick. And then I'll show you more on the cocoon when we get into the review. Because in this set it is used to store a jumper, and then it like hatches out. So yeah, let's just get that cocoon built. Really nice cocoon there. We got some Technic pieces, including these, which are nice to get, and a lot of bones. Just pause there if you want to see any of those pieces, because we have seen all of those before. So take a good look now, and yeah, there's some quite big ones, including this one, which I haven't seen since Witch Doctor, or no, Black Phantom actually. I haven't seen this piece used since Black Phantom. And then before that it was used on Witch Doctor and Fire Lord, of course. But that's the longest size that we have available so far, so really interesting on that. And then this next bag again has some interesting pieces in, so let's open it up without hesitation. And straight off I can see these pieces. These aren't new, but the last time I saw them was on a Bionicle set from 2008 actually. It was the Axelara T9. I remember getting these in the Axelara T9, and they were also used on Kopaka, Toa Kopaka from 2008 as well. Actually, yeah, the Axelara T9 was 2008. So these are definitely not new pieces, but they're really nice to get. They form nice wings, and I remember getting those in old Bionicle sets from 2008. We got these big feet, which were used on Stormer XL. And then with arm pieces, we got a lot of number 5s in a nice blue colour. So quite a lot of number 5s in this nice little blue colour there. We got these 2 mini invader feet used on some of these small invaders or beasts, whatever you want to call them. So it's going to be interesting to see what they're used for. And we've got the top of the blaster, of course, and then we've got the 2 cockpits, of course, because this is a combat machine. We got the printed piece twice, so that's nice to get. And 2 of these shoulder add-ons. So I'm not going to take a look at the bones because, well, we've seen all the bones before. But anyway, let's use the big instructions with this big pile of pieces and get into the speedboard for the set. Okay, and there is the Surgeon Rocka combat machine. I have to say, that is a lot bigger than I was expecting it to be. But anyway, we'll start with the 2 figures. We have seen them both before, so I'll just take a brief look at them. Here we have Rocka, and of course, he's the gold hero. And we know how these heroes are put together, so I'm not going to go into too much detail on that, because he's got the silver chest plate there. And of course, the regular minifigure headpiece in green. So yeah, that's Rocka. And then we also have Surge. He was new to this wave and he's only available in this set and Jaw Beast. And of course he's put together the same way as Rocka, only he has got his special mask here. And he is blue. And we also get 2 jumpers with the black tops, which is strange because the summer wave does have green. And I'll just jump these real quick. So you just press down on the back of them. It's kind of hard on studs, but the feet go like that, and then they just jump. And I'll try the green one as well. So it's just kept there because of the way the studs are. And they jump really far, these jumpers do. So that is really nice about them. And then of course we can peel open this cocoon here, as you know how the cocoons work. And you can put one of the 2 jumpers in if you wanted to, here, and wrap them up in a cocoon ready to attack the combat machine when it comes near them. But speaking of the combat machine, let's get right to it. And this thing is really, really tall, I have to say about that. The legs are really big themselves. If I extended these out all the way, this thing would definitely be all the way like up here. And there's a lot of missiles on this as well. So we'll start over here. We have got this gun which can move around there, and then you can just shoot it. So you shoot that there, and then you can just put the ball back in there if you want to. And then we've of course got 2 cockpits on this, one for Surge, so we'll just put Surge in here. This is like the main cockpit of the control panel of the whole vehicle, and then the other one is just for the little vehicle that comes off it, detaches from it. So yeah, you can put Surge in there, and this one kind of can be an ejector seat as well, and the other one is part of the flyer. We do get 2 of these Star Wars stud blasters, as I like to call them. You can just launch that. You do get 1 extra stud in this set, so I wouldn't recommend going ahead and losing them because you only get 1 extra. And they just slot on the printed pieces behind the cockpit there. as you can see. Over here we actually have 6 flick missiles, so this thing is loaded with missiles, so we'll just flick all of those. Try to flick as many as we can. There we go, got all 6 out there. And they are all the same. Just gonna find them all in my studio here. And there we go, we've got them all. So we can put all of those back in the little missile launcher they have there. And yeah, so a lot of missiles, and there is actually 4 more missiles hidden on this, as I said. And as you can see, the legs at the front are a lot bigger than the ones at the back. And you can see they've even got the big feet on them, and you can extend those out to go walking, and then you can move them back to be standing still. And then on the back, what I find weird is why they use the beast feet, these small beast feet on the back. They really don't look right on this, and that is really making this set look weird by the way they use those. And these back legs are kind of designed the same way, just a bit shorter than the front ones. And of course they've got friction joints on them to move them around. So yeah, that's nice. And as you can see, the way it is, by the whole thing kind of leans back, which is nice. And we get up to the second cockpit here, where you can put Rocka or any hero you want to actually. I would have really liked it if they made Stringer or Nex in the Invasion from Below wave and added them in this set as well, because we haven't got those since 2012. So I'm hoping they make one for a set for them next year. Otherwise, we can really tell LEGO has just ditched them for no apparent reason. And of course, we've got another stub blaster here. As you can see, we've got another hidden flick missile here. That launches pretty far. And another old Bionicle piece, which I never mentioned in the earlier in the video. This piece is being used to make something similar to what they used on the human launch builds for Surfangor and Fluminox. What you do is you pull this back, and then the wings flip open, and what do you know, we've got 2 more flick missiles to fire, one on each wing. So yeah, a lot of missiles on this. And then you can just attach this entire flying vehicle, and when that is popped off, this whole back really does look bare. We've got 3 attachments here for bones that they just wasted, and I think they could have done a better job with covering these up, because when the actual flyer is taken off, they just feel open to me. You can kind of see the way this was designed, but all bones really, not much technique involved in this. And then this flyer acts as kind of the like the drill of bulk drill machine. This is kind of has the same purpose as that, and it works the same as that. You just pop it off, and you can put it on some of the other vehicles. And there's how you fold the wings up. You just push that in, and then you can pull it out. And then these at the front here, you can actually move up and down, and you can kind of use them as a footrest for Rocka if you wanted to move his feet up there. And then there you go. You've got a kind of a footrest for him. And yeah, they close up pretty nicely actually. And you can unfold them, of course. And then that's where it attaches. And then if you have Bulk's drill machine or Breeze's flea machine, you can use their attachments on this instead, so you can replace them. So we got the little kind of grappling hook thing from Breeze's flea machine, and we can just put that in the place of where the Rocka flyer thing was. So we just put that on in just a sec, and it just connects in the same place the Rocka flyer thing did, where you can move it forward. But when you put that on, it really doesn't cover that much. And of course, you should know, if you've seen my Breeze flea machine review, how this works, and you can just pop it out, or if you want to, you can flick it out. But that doesn't really work too well, which is why I didn't show it in the Breeze flea machine review. And yeah, you can see it doesn't really work too well of flicking out. But now we can have Surge's kind of flea machine here, and then the Rocka flyer can go something else, or just be its own little machine here. So now let's go into the ratings for this set. Overall, this set is definitely better than it looks on the box and from promotional images and stuff. I wasn't expecting the set to be as good as it is. It's not the best set in my opinion. There's definitely other Invasion from Below sets that I like better, especially from the machine's point of view. But it's okay for what it is. I'm okay with the Rocka flyer. I just would have liked to have seen a minifigure like Stringer or Nex used in the set instead, because we haven't got those for 2 years now. And because Rocka already has 2 of his own battle machines, so now this is giving him a 3rd battle machine. Even though, yeah, Evo does have 3 battle machines, but Evo isn't exactly advertised as much as Rocka is. Rocka's like the main star of pretty much every series. Yeah, overall for the ratings, I'm going to go ahead and give this set an 8.5. Overall it is really cool, but I'm not really a fan of how they use how they've got open bones and open joints here. And the legs are pretty weird, especially the back ones. And I just would have liked to see a different hero used in this instead of Rocka. But overall, they're my thoughts. So that's about it for this set. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. There'll be a link in the description to my Twitter page. And yeah, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye.